Thank you very much, Pauline. Lastly, I would like to introduce Donna Fan Doyle. She is an activist and the grandmother of the Choctaw and Cherokee descent. She is co-founder of the Coalition of Natives and Allies and the co-director of the American Indian Movement Woodlands Territory. Please put your hands together for Donna Fan Doyle.
Hello. Hey, happy Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm happy to be here and I thank the City of Philadelphia for honoring us. Now if we can get the federal government to do so and stop celebrating the terrorist Columbus. I'm here as the co-director of the American Indian Movement Woodlands Territory, the group that covers the areas of Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. AIM was established in 1968 in Minneapolis, Minnesota to address discrimination, police brutality, treaty rights, education, and to protect traditional indigenous practices. One of AIM's founding members, Leonard Peltier, is being held as a political prisoner since 1977 by the U.S. government to send a message to all Native people that they can and will do whatever they want to silence us and keep us down. Leonard Peltier is an Indigenous activist currently serving 2 life sentences for aiding and abetting in the murder of 2 FBI agents, but the 2 people he was accused of abetting and aiding were found not guilty. What most people don't know is that prior to 1978, Indigenous ceremony and ritual was actually outlawed in the U.S. Some government entities started hiring mercenaries in order to intimidate and even kill people who practice traditional beliefs. You could land in prison for just praying. In other words, after 1978 American Indian Freedom of Religion Act, many indigenous people were going back to their traditional ways. Some government entities started hiring outside mercenaries in order to intimidate and even kill those who were practicing traditional beliefs. During this time, extreme violence took place on reservations. A lot of it happened in South Dakota. These violent people called themselves the Guardians of the Oglala Nation, also known as the Goon Squad, who murdered over 60 people within a few years. During this time, extreme violence took place on the reservations, and many traditional natives feared for their lives, so they reached out to the American Indian Movement to protect and advocate for them. Leonard Peltier was one of those AIM members there to help. On June 26th, in 1975, 2 FBI agents were sent out to investigate a stolen pair of cowboy boots. They rolled up in unmarked cars, didn't identify themselves as FBI officers, and pulled guns. Fearing that they were the Goon Squad members, the people defended themselves. A shootout ensued, and when it ended, the 2 FBI agents and 1 AIM member were dead. There was an investigation into the killing of the FBI agents, but not much concern about the killing of the AIM member. The 2 men accused of murdering the FBI agents were found not guilty, so doesn't it seem very strange that Leonard was still charged with aiding and abetting in the killing of the FBI agents? I mean, really, who did he aid and abet? In order to convict Leonard, prosecutors used underhanded tactics such as falsified statements, coercion of witnesses, withholding of favorable evidence, withholding thousands of documents, planning evidence, intimidating and threatening witnesses, and all of this has been proven. Numerous influential people have called for Leonard's release, and the National Democratic Committee passed a resolution asking for his clemency. Right now, there is a cross-country walk organized by the American Indian Movement that started in Minneapolis and is going all the way to Washington, D.C. AIM is asking for your support and help in getting freedom for Leonard Peltier. You can help by donating joining the walk, attending rallies, writing letters to President Biden and other political figures, and showing up in Washington, D.C. Please go to the Facebook page Leonard Peltier's Walk to Justice for more information and updates. And please come see us today at our booth for the American Indian Movement for more information. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Donna, and I also want to thank all the other speakers here today. Let's put our hands together for all that knowledge and wisdom. Welcome again to Indigenous Peoples Day 2022. Indigenous Peoples Day has been around since 2017, and this annual event provides space for different Indigenous communities in the city to shed light on the history and strength of our people from 530 years of resistance. Now, before I introduce